Yeah, on another topic, the government announced today that you're dropping the We Charity for the program of students. Why this decision? If there actually a conflict of interest between you and your spouse? The company Uni, we decided to retire from this work with the government, and we're supporting their decision. It's obvious that the way this happened, it's disappointing. We're continuing to be strongly engaged to help the youth to get involved across the country. Tens of thousands of youth have said that they were present for get involved in their community during this pandemic, and we'll continue to work with them. But it won't be with the company We.
Obviously, the way this situation has unfolded has been unfortunate. We will continue to work hard to make sure that young people get the opportunities to serve their country, but it will no longer be with the organization We.
Thank you. Next question, operator.
Thank you, merci. Next question, John Paul Tasker, CBC News. Line open.
Good morning, Prime Minister. Yes, a number of people in the charitable sector have questioned your assertion that We was the only group with the nationwide reach to distribute these grants to students, and some have said that's just simply not true. Do you stand by that statement, or do you think now that other options should have been considered for this program?
Well, we are going to be moving forward with government itself delivering directly these grants. Certainly, there are certain things that we will not be able to do as government delivers this program directly. Reaching out to actively search and pull in volunteers was something that the We organization could do because of its extensive network and practice, as well as support in training and onboarding volunteers so that smaller organizations, for example, could ensure that we're giving the best possible experience to Canadians. That was something that We was ready to do that government isn't necessarily best positioned to do. But we're going to continue to work with partners across the country and within government to make sure that these young people who've been stepping up right across the country at a time of COVID, but year in, year out, to try and contribute to the well-being of their community and their country, continue to get those opportunities to make a difference in their communities. Nous allons évidemment
obviously continue to make sure that young people have some positive experience this summer. Obviously, the organization, we add some capacities as far as formation, training, as far as to go and reach actively some partners across the country. It will be more difficult for the government to do, but we will certainly continue to work very hard to make sure that young people across the country have a positive experience.
JP, follow-up?
Yeah, you said a couple weeks ago when this was first announced that you and your family will continue to work with We. You know, you've been to a number of their events over the years. Your wife hosts a podcast for them. I believe your mother's also been involved. Given today's developments, will that work continue, or will you cut ties with We altogether?
All my life, I have been involved in supporting young people, in encouraging young people's implication. My chairing of the board of Katimavik, Canada's once a national youth service organization, was part of what brought me into politics. And as a young MP, my role was consistently to be that of youth critic. So I will continue to stay active in empowering young people and giving them the opportunities to be leaders of today, not just leaders of tomorrow. I will continue to work with a range of organizations to support them in what they do. As for We, I think the organization is going to take some time to reflect on its next steps and how exactly it responds to this situation. But I will always be there to support young people, as I'm sure will be my family. Ça fait des années que
I've
je
been
m'implique
for years involved with the young people. It's the work that I've done with Katimavik that brought me in politics. I've always been a spokesperson for the youth of my party. It's something that I have deep at heart. I've always been involved for the youth, and I will always be make youth a priority and to support organizations that are doing good work across the country for young people and others. And it's obvious that the organization we will have some reflection and decisions concerning what they're going to do in the future, but it's obvious that I will continue and my family will continue to support the organizations that have a positive impact on young people across the country and in the world.